The tropics are waking up. Hello, I'm Philip Duncan. Thanks for joining us. We're tracking severe tropical cyclone Uesi today, which is moving in towards New Caledonia, but we've got another storm which is likely to form later this week near Fiji and then drift down over Tonga and towards New Zealand next week. So there's quite a lot to talk about, but we've got a lot of high pressure stuck over New Zealand, keeping things dry, at least in the North Island. So high pressure is rolling in. The cooler southerlies we've had for the last 3 or 4 days, colder mornings and sort of cooler nights, that's now fading, and we're shifting back to having warmer than average days. Some places by several degrees above where they should be. So hotter weather is moving in, and the more that high moves across New Zealand, the more likely we are to get this more tropical or subtropical airflow. Now, Tropical Cyclone Uesi, as I said today, now category 3, that's the severe category. It's likely to drop back to 2 and then 1 as it drops into the Tasman Sea. This easterly will help to guide it even closer to eastern Australia, but it's not likely to make landfall there, at least based on latest modelling, and it's very likely to end up moving over towards New Zealand. So let's take a quick look at the forecast, and this is how we are for Wednesday. There's the cyclone moving away from New Caledonia. It's a good distance away from Noumea, at least based on this modelling. But if you're anywhere in New Caledonia, please keep up to date with the latest forecasts. Plenty more rain falling along the eastern side of Australia, and that low is moving in and will help to produce more into that easterly flow. New Zealand, dry with high pressure right over the top of us. On Thursday, there's actually a bit of a southerly coming in for New Zealand. We've still got high pressure all around us, but just the movement and placement of them means we get a bit of a showery southerly, and the temperatures do drop around Southland and Otago, maybe even into South Canterbury later on. Otherwise, most places are dry. The cyclone up here, still a cyclone, and drifting further down in towards the Australian side. And by Friday, it pretty much gets as close to Australia as we think it will get. Certainly very close to Sydney, and could move closer, so they will be keeping very close eyes on that storm. We're under high pressure at the end of the week, apart from a couple of isolated showers. Conditions are pretty light, and the conditions are pretty calm with light winds and afternoon sea breezes. And this weekend, Saturday, well, it sees that low moving even closer. Stormy conditions out at sea, but for us, still dry. Just an isolated shower, maybe around a couple of isolated eastern areas of the North Island. And our final map for Sunday shows the remnants of that storm moving in towards the South Island. So it's one to keep an eye on, because with high pressure all down around it, the winds are going to pick up a little bit, and it will get tracked there by the looks of it. So one to keep an eye on. Meanwhile, further to the north, the next storm is forming. This one is likely to deepen and become a severe storm as well as it tracks southwards. But this high pressure belt in here should keep the North Island protected from that storm, which also means stopping that rain from coming in. That is all from me. We're updating you again tomorrow with the latest on both of these storms.